how money actually worked. You'd stop taking out loans. Free people are dangerous to a system control. You can have a full bank account and still feel empty inside. Why you're not fulfilled? It happens to people every day. I think you stop chasing the money and then you start chasing the purpose. So why don't schools teach this stuff? I think it's because they don't want you to be free. They want you to be obedient. They want you to stay quiet. They want you to stay tired, in debt, compliant, and just educated enough to follow their orders. This is the way that the game is played. They'll teach you how to dissect the frog, but not how to build your credit or buy a property or invest in the stock market. They'll show you how to find an X in a triangle, but not how to find freedom in your bank account. So why is that? I think it's because if you knew how money actually worked, you'd stop trading your life away for 20 bucks an hour. You'd stop taking out loans this is crazy if you think about it, right? For a degree you don't even use. You stop believing the lies of security found in a 401k or a cubicle. You'd start building something like I did, 21, right? Built a financial services company. You'd start investing. You'd start asking real questions. And they can't have that, right? Because free people are dangerous to a system built on control. That's why I teach what I teach, because nobody taught me. Thank God I started hanging out with the wrong people, and I started getting the right information, and I ultimately learned it at a pretty young age. It changed my life, by the way. Started at 21. I was financially independent by the age of 28 years old. I had saved my first $1 million at 28. Think about it, right? I mean, the next generation is counting on people like you and me to make different choices, to do different things, to change our habits, to change our beliefs, to fight the system. Because ultimately, if we don't change, then the next generation stays blind too. So what did chasing money teach you about happiness? It taught me that money solves money problems, but it doesn't fix you. You can have a full bank account and still feel empty inside. I mean, we all know that. You start making money, right? You fly first class, you could still feel lost. You could buy the right house, the right car, the right watch, and you can still lay in bed at night wondering why you're not fulfilled. It happens to people every day. So chasing money made me realize it's not about the money. It's about what the money lets you do. And I think it's also about who you get to become. You know, the peace, the choices, the ability to breathe, to not have to stress so much about that deadline or, getting to that job. Money didn't make me happy. It just gave me the space to figure out what does make me happy. And, once you get that clarity, I think you stop chasing the money and then you start chasing the purpose, because I just think that, happiness comes from purpose. When you are driven to do something, when you're creating something, when you're building something, when you're helping somebody, when you're trying to make a difference with your life, that's where the true happiness comes from. It's not the dollar bills that are going to make you happy. They're just like little pieces of paper. It means nothing when it comes to happiness. But what it represents is the ability to chase your purpose, man, and to do what you want to do, and to be the person you were always meant to become. Thank you for watching our short clips on Alonzo Academy. If you'd like to watch the next short clip, click here.